My name is Mary. I'm 45, heavy, and willing to settle for less. Wow, this Mary's got the whole package. Oh, hey. So, back with another game pickups video. Mainly 8th gen, although I do have one Game Boy title, which is funny since they just added Game Boy games to Nintendo Switch Online last week, which, that's a story for another video. I'll talk about like ideas and stuff. But anyway, the one I got is Tiny Toon Adventures, Montana Max's Movie Madness, or strike that. Wait, strike the Max part. Yeah. Anyway, for those who are new to the channel, or maybe you're familiar with it but you forgot, I was never really one of those that wanted to get like a complete NES collection or Genesis, Super Nintendo, whatever. But it was like, I'm gonna make I'm gonna try and collect all the Tiny Toon Adventures games, even the shitty ones, because Tiny Toons is my favorite show of all time. I haven't played this one yet. And I'm aware they're actually making a reboot of Tiny Toon Adventures, which I don't know how I feel about it, because it's like, it's not that I hate remakes and reboots. Hell, there are some I actually really liked. The thing is, it's none of the original voice cast is returning. And I know that the voice actors for Plucky and Hampton, Joel Askey and Don Messick, sadly passed away over the years. And maybe that's why, like, maybe the rest of the cast doesn't want to do the show without them, which is understandable, but it's like, I still have the original series on DVD, and throughout the whole thing, Buster Bunny was voiced by Charlie Adler, but in the last episode, which is a Christmas episode, it's a parody of the movie, the hell's it called? It's a Wonderful Life, and in this one, Buster is voiced by a different actor, which I'm drawing a blank on the name, and it's like, so let's just, to round things off, let's just say there's 100 episodes, so for 99 of them, Buster's voiced by Charlie Adler, and then for this one episode, it's somebody else. You see what I mean? How it's just weird, but I'm getting off topic here. So let's get back into the games. 2 for Xbone, 3 for Switch, and 4 to... I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyway, the first one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, I got the physical version from Limited Run Games, because this was a game that we saw trailer after trailer after trailer, until they finally set a release date, and they said it would be digital only, so I was like, well, I'll get it from Physical Run Games, because I don't mind digital, but it's just, for certain things, it's like, I gotta have a physical version of that, I'm sure some of you could probably relate. And so, yeah, because, like I said, I got the physical version, and like the good old days, it comes with the case, the game, and instruction manual. But in Limited Run Games case, you also get some other goodies. Like in this case, I got a Donatello card, stickers, which I haven't really opened the package yet, and a coupon for a free pizza at Pizza Hut, which is just kind of funny to me. I mean, it makes sense, it's Ninja Turtles, but I don't know, it just seems so random, but hey, it's a free pizza. As for the game, god damn is it good. It's your classic arcade-style beat-em-up, and it's up to 6 players. You have the 4 turtles, as well as Splinter and April, and then when you beat the arcade mode, or story mode, or whatever, you also unlock Casey Jones becomes a playable character. And then the turtles... No, not the turtles, the frogs, excuse me, as well as the neutrinos are in the game, but they're kind of like side quests, non-PCs, NPCs. And the reason I bring that up is because I'm kind of hoping that down the road, they'll add, like, some kind of DLC for other playable characters. Like, I have a few suggestions: Mondo Gecko, Usagi Yojimbo, maybe Mona Lisa, I think her name is, from the episode Raphael Meets His Match. Tons of villains are in the game. You have Shredder, obviously. His name is in the title. Bebop and Rocksteady, Leatherhead, Chrome Dome, the Rat King. The list goes on. But, that's another thing. If they did do DLC, maybe they could add some other, like, stages and villains and stuff. But, anyway. The next game is Sonic Frontiers. or Sonic. Yeah, so it's an open world Sonic game. Well, open areas. You have like different islands, and each one you have to rescue a friend, whether it be like Amy or Knuckles or something. Um, so each island is an open area. So get a pen and paper, jot this down. For each island, the map is hidden, and you have to solve like puzzles in order to unveil like pieces of the map until you unveil the whole thing. Then you get gears from certain enemies that you fight. You can also find some just like hidden here and there because Sonic has a variety of different techniques and stuff. You use these gears to open like a portal to these mini stages, and with these mini stages you get keys, which these keys you can also find in hidden areas. Like just like kind of buried or whatever, and then you use these keys to open chambers which contain the Chaos Emeralds. Now you also find these other objects which you take to one guy who can upgrade your attack and defense, and you also find these little creatures called Cocos or Cuckoos or something, and then you take them to one guy and he raises your speed and ring capacity. And you also find these other objects which you take to Amy and Knuckles and stuff, and then they'll give you like little mini missions to do, which you also get Chaos Emeralds. And once you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, you fight a boss on that island, which is kind of like Shadow of Colossus type of battle thing. At least that's what it kind of felt like to me. And when you beat that one, you move on to the next island. So, and it's funny, for the past decade or so, I've tried like a number of different 3D Sonic games. None of them just really clicked with me. Like, even Sonic Colors, which got a lot of praise, like, I just couldn't get into it. But this one is just, it's phenomenal. Excellent game. Now we're moving on to the Switch. First one is Splatoon 3. I don't have much to say about this one. It's just, another Splatoon game. It's, I guess you could say it's like the same as when they come out with like a new Call of Duty or whatever. But yeah, it's like, probably because I skipped the second one. I do have the first one still, but yeah, I haven't tried any of the new modes. I haven't tried the campaign mode or something, but, you have like new outfits and guns and things like that, weapons and whatnot. But overall, it's a fun game. I've been enjoying it so far. Next is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. This was a nice surprise because this franchise is a licensing nightmare. So with this collection, you have like a lot of the old games, like nothing from the 5th gen up. We'll put it that way. Not that I don't know if there was any Ninja Turtle games on the PlayStation or N64 or whatever. I know there was for the GameCube, but whatever. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you have the classic arcade games, the 3 NES games, including the Manhattan Project, which I always felt was highly underrated. The Super Nintendo games, the Genesis games, even the Game Boy games, and you also have other content, like there's artwork and things like that you can look at, or art gallery, I guess would be a more proper term, so to speak. You even have strategy guides in the game, which is kind of funny, but hey, it's good for like that friggin' dam level in the second level, the dam level from the first NES game, which that always kind of boggled my mind. It's like the second level is literally an underwater swimming level, but in the third level they suddenly can't swim. Anyway, the last one is Fire Emblem Engage, which now I've been a Fire Emblem fan for over 20 years, and I've never been disappointed until now. I'm just kidding. This game is amazing, and I'm not disappointed yet again. So it's your basic Fire Emblem game with some new features. For example, you have what the hell do you call it? Well, these new features include for example, I know I'm all over the place here. Weapons no longer break, which is a nice feature, except they do kind of break in a different way. Well, sort of. See, what it is you have the classic weapon triangle, sword beats axe, axe beats lance, lance beats sword. So let's say you have a sword character attack an axe enemy. It'll say break, which means that enemy can temporarily not counterattack. So you basically get like a free shot. You could have somebody else go attack them without being counterattacked. Like, so you could even hit them with one of your lance characters. What else was? Oh, there are these rings which contain like the spirits of heroes from the past, or in this case, protagonists from other Fire Emblem games. You have Marth, Roy, Celica, Lindis, Leaf, Micaiah, which is nice to see, them acknowledge, like, the Radiant Dawn, well, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, because those are my favorite, and I feel like they never get really that much recognition. Like, it's nice to see them acknowledge those games. Leaf, Sigurd are two other ones that, but anyway, the way it works is, like, you can equip these rings to different characters, and then it's like the character can, like, basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they basically bond with the spirit, like what the hell is the word I'm looking for? They basically take control of their powers, if you will, or they're one with I don't know. Well, anyway, so when you activate these rings, like in battle, it's like gives you like the character a temporary power boost, and each one also has like a special attack skill or technique or something. Like, for example, Marth will unleash a barrage of sword attacks upon an enemy, which will do a shit ton of damage. Celica can warp next to an enemy and then use the meteor spell, which again does quite a bit of damage. But those are just a couple examples, but you get the idea. And the plot of the game is that if, like, all the rings are, the rings were scattered, like, across the lands, and if they're ever reunited all together, they could reawaken this ancient dark dragon creature or something, which is what the ruler of one kingdom is trying to do. So it's up to the hero, who's the last of his or her kind, depending on which gender you pick, male or female. It's up to being the last of their kind. They're the only one that can stop the dragon, so to speak, or slay the dragon, whatever. And then, where was I going with this? Yeah. But, you also have, like, a hub world type area where you can, it's like kind of like just like a little palace type place that you can, like, walk around, like, talk to your comrades, buy weapons and items. There's an orchard, a pool, there's some animals there and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I haven't beaten it yet, but because I bounce around with games and stuff, as you can probably tell. But yeah, excellent Fire Emblem game. Definitely a welcome addition to the franchise. Worth checking out if you're new to the franchise, or if you're familiar with the franchise. But yeah, those are all my pickups for recently or whatever. Hope you all enjoyed my video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week.